For New Jersey's Governor Jon Corzine, you could call it the Democratic trifecta. President Obama, Vice President Biden, and former President Bill Clinton all campaigning for him.
If this were a political science question, I would be asking the following question, and you'd have to write an essay. Why in the world is this a close governor's race?
The race in this heavily Democratic state is now a virtual tie, but the Democratic incumbent had been lagging behind Republican challenger Christopher Christie, a former prosecutor. The gap recently narrowed as a third-party candidate gains momentum. Republican Christie has responded to all the Democratic attention by holding low-key gatherings in living rooms.
After all these stars leave, it still comes down to me and to Jon Corzine and which one of us would be the better governor.
Christie has been hammering away at the state's high property taxes and reminded voters of a widespread corruption bust that included arrests of 3 Democratic mayors. Corzine has accused Christie of using his role as a prosecutor improperly and suggesting only vague ideas on cutting the deficit. The race has been so negative that a Corzine ad was seen as taking a subtle jab at Christie's waistline.
Christie threw his weight around as U.S. attorney and got off easy.
President Clinton told a crowd the race is so tight because people are hurting economically. Democrats are trying to paint Corzine, the former head of Goldman Sachs, as a reformer.
John's opponents want you to believe that somehow this recession was invented in New Jersey. I mean, it's kind of amazing. You know, look. This is no, it's not a national, it was an international recession.
Political watchers don't see New Jersey's race as much of a referendum on Obama as it is on Corzine, but they do see stakes for the president, campaigning in a state where he won last year by 16 percentage points.
Can he energize them? That's the big test. And if he can, that will be good news for the Democrats for 2010. And if he can't, it will be worrisome. Democrats around the country will worry.
The big question is voter turnout, particularly among groups such as young voters, which helped elect President Obama. And coincidentally, today's event is being held at a college campus. Now, incumbents facing re-election in next year's midterm election are particularly paying close attention because if the president can't turn out votes for Governor Corzine, the question is, what will it mean for them?